What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Europe Deity AI only battle. We're 3 turns behind because it crashed. I don't think it was a major issue. I don't really know what happened. I opened the info addicts and it broke. I think it's because the Earth 2014 mod was also on in the background, so I fixed that now. It's gone. I just opened it once and it worked, so I hope it's going to work again. Phew, there we go. Didn't break. Who is this in green? I did not know there was a green civ. Is that the Celts? No way. Oh no, it's Arabia. Oh, okay. Arabia, Russia, and in red, I want to say Morocco, but I have a feeling it's Austria. No, it's not Austria. It's Morocco, I think. Yeah, so they're the 3 sort of leaders at the moment. Very separated, by the way. Chances they may have not met each other, depending on how the map sort of, the gaps in the map fill up. But yeah, let's have a quick look. So here you go, population leading the way, Morocco. Then it's the Soviet Union, and then Russia. So very close. A lot of people in a very concentrated corner of the map there. Austria in 4th. Arabia in 5th, Mercurius 6th, Norway, Assyria, the Goths, and Belgium filling out the top 10 for population. So most of the population not in Western Europe. Crop yield, Russia leads the way at the moment, just ahead of Morocco. And there's quite a bit of a drop off to the Soviet Union and the Huns, so all near to Russia as well. Austria's up there, Arabia, the Ottomans, Rome, the Goths, and Spain. Production, Russia leads again, then it is the Huns, Arabia, the Soviet Union, Austria, Morocco, Rome, Greece, the Ottomans, Norway, filling out that one. Land area, Morocco, currently the biggest civ, includes sea tiles as well, they have some of those, so that helps. The Huns in 2nd, Russia then just behind in 3rd, like 1 tile in it. They'll both get quite big through the wastelandy sort of area that's cut off on this map that they can't access, but they will get. Eventually, I'm realising how big that is. Like, how did I used to do battles without cutting that area off is beyond me, but there we go. Like, literally, more than half the map is probably cut off. I don't know, pretty close. It's pretty ridiculous. Just looking at it on the minimap now. Greece in 4th, did not expect that, but yeah, they do look quite big. The Ottomans in 5th, yeah, that seems reasonable. Austria doing very well as well, again, ahead of Arabia. I don't know, oh yeah, I guess, looking at the minimap, that seems right. Rome in 8th, Soviet Union in 9th, and Spain in 10th. Okay, military manpower next. Morocco currently have the biggest army in the world, followed by Arabia, then Russia, the Ottomans, the Huns, Greece, Armenia, the Goths, Sweden, and Great Britain. Social policies, the Soviet Union lead with 12, then it's 11 for Norway, Russia, the Huns, Byzantium, Morocco, Sweden, and Arabia. Great Britain, Switzerland, Assyria, and more on 10. Happiness, is anyone in negatives? Yes, the Huns are on -2. 34 civs left because Venice, which is me spectating, will be in here as well. So 34 civs remaining. Greece -1. The Celts 0. Okay, so some of these civs obviously won't be able to expand too much. Technologies, who's last? Wallachia. Not having a good time. They took. How are you 11 techs behind Wallachia? That doesn't even make sense. How do you do that badly? The Huns lead the way on 32, with Norway and Greece also on 32. Then it's 31 for Germany, Armenia, the Soviet Union, and Sweden. 30 for Austria and Belgium, and then Byzantium, Portugal, Morocco, the Goths, Spain, the Ottomans, Denmark, Egypt, Rome, all on 29, which is probably about the average, 29, 28. Literacy, these are not too important. Social policies, oh wait, what was the other one? Social standing. Oh, I've already done social standing, sorry. Net gold. Gold per turn is this one, so the Arabia making the most at 115, Sweden 83, Switzerland 81, Norway 77, 73 Rome, 62 Egypt. 58 for Mercury in the Soviet Union, 50 Russia, 40 Greece. Garamantes losing a lot of money. The Huns as well, and Wallachia. Key ones to note. Cities, 1 left for the Khazar and Babylon. 2 for the Garamantes, Germany and Prussia. 3 for France, Denmark, Carthage, Sweden and Belgium. 4 for Assyria, Byzantium, the Songhai, the Celts, Wallachia, Portugal, Armenia. Great Britain, the Vandals. 5 then for Mercurius, Switzerland, Norway, Egypt. 6 for the Goths and the Soviet Union, 7 for Austria, Arabia, Spain and Rome. Wouldn't have put Spain and Rome in that sort of category, but fair enough. You just don't really notice that they have 7 sometimes. 9 for Russia and the Ottomans, 10 for Greece and Morocco. 10 for Greece! Fair enough, did not know that. 11 for the Huns. Wow. Science output, the Huns lead the way, then the Soviet Union, so Russia, be nervous about that. Armenia is up there as well, and they're next to the Huns. Greece at 133, Russia then in 5th, Norway, Arabia, Morocco, Portugal and Great Britain. Culture, Rome leads the way, then Morocco, Arabia, the Soviet Union, Greece, Russia, the Huns, Garamantes, Switzerland and Armenia. Turns of wonders, Belgium currently leads with 3, so that'll be quite valuable for someone. They've regained Ghent, very briefly. I'm sure the UK is going to take it again in the next turn or so. Arabia on 2, and then 1 for quite a few civs, so we won't go through that. Treasury doesn't matter too much, because some civs spend money, some don't. No one's on minus. The Garamantes will be next turn. Faith, we'll look at religion separately. Influence, is anyone influential? No. Great works, Sweden. Okay, everyone's got 3 basically. Trade routes, a few 4s, mostly 3s. Tourism, Switzerland lead the way, then Spain, Belgium, Sweden, Austria, Byzantium, Assyria, Russia, Norway, and the Soviet Union to fill out the top 10. Religion overview. This never sorts by number of cities. That's just so weird. There you go. Buddhism from Switzerland is at 24 and leads. It's right in the middle of the map, so that does help. Then it's 12 cities for the Catholicism from the Celts. That's a surprise, because they're quite isolated. I mean, I guess they've got like 8 in the British Isles alone. That's pretty useful. 10 then for Eastern Orthodox from Mercuria in Northeast Africa. 7 for Islam from Arabia in the Arabian Peninsula. 6 for Hinduism from Thebes in Egypt. Obviously those 3, Mercuria, Egypt, Arabia, all very close, and Babylon in there as well. You imagine one of these other 3 will sort of win, and it will be that one that fights with these 2 at the top. But there we go, let's get back into it. So yeah, we're a couple of turns off where we were. I think it was 93 when we stopped. I don't know why, it just crashed when I opened the info edits. I don't really know why. I reopened the game, it worked fine, and it opened then. So yeah, maybe I'll just have to be careful, make sure to reset before I reopen it. Oh no, hang on. Is this? I'm just trying. Something good happened, don't worry. It's worth the awkward silence. I see a comment that's got disaster written. I think it might be someone watching. Yeah, someone watching episode 2 who's rooting for the Songhai. If you're watching this episode, you know who you are. Your comment just came through as I'm recording this. Yeah, I mean, the Songhai are doing okay, but they've got a heck of a challenge if they want to turn this around now. But yeah, that is a comment made seconds before disaster right there. Rome piecing out with Austria again. Belgium doing the same with France, and the UK should grab the city of Ghent next turn, as happened before. So that's fine. That is all normality restored. Next turn. How close? Arabia are getting close to conquering this off Egypt. Elephantine. France grabs Himeji Castle again. That happened before. But there we go. The Ottomans processing turn. Okay. What are they going to do? Not too much. Rome, what are you up to? Nothing special. Songhai. Denmark into the Renaissance era. They're still around, 3 cities. They're not actually doing that badly. If they made a bit of a comeback, maybe, team up with Norway against Sweden next time. That may actually go really well for them. We'll see how it all pans out. Attila is, of course, at war with Russia. We saw his army was only a little bit smaller. I think they were 3rd and 4th. Or 4th and 5th, so something like that. They were between 3 and 6, both of them. And obviously then you've got the Soviets v Russia, Wallachia. It's going to be difficult for Russia. This is going to be a testing period for them. Luckily Moscow is nice and safely tucked away at the back. Guess that buys them some time. Processing turns, Great Britain. This should be, yeah, there we go, they do grab that, just to confirm. Re-grab the city of Ghent off Belgium. Goths have denounced Wallachia. Okay, let's see. Now we're into new territory. This is all new now. Everything that from this point, just that couple of turns there, we'd already sort of seen. Let's see what happens. It's going to be quite interesting. Rome had a lot of cities. 7 apparently. 3, 7, yep. Greece had so many. I mean, there's some extra ones here, I guess, I probably wasn't thinking about, but still. Wait, how do they... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, they weren't one of the like 10s or 11s. They're not maybe not as big as I thought. Carthage enters the Renaissance era. They're still here, going after the Garamant. Oh, it might be one more turn. I thought, oh, they haven't pieced out this time. So things have changed a little bit. This last time Carthage pieced out. I mean, it might still happen. Portugal v the Vandals. Okay, yeah, maybe there's one more turn to catch up on. That's fine. Portugal v the Vandals. Arabia pieces out with Assyria, and oh, we didn't see that before. So it's bad news for Assyria, but the fact they're going to grab Akkad and eliminate Babylon, it's still fine. Like, it wasn't like Babylon was a huge part of their empire or anything. Also, Arabia took it in the peace deal instead of by force, which means they keep the population and they get the Globe Theatre Wonder. So yeah, Arabia's starting to look very strong. We saw on the score, not the best, but it is an aggregate of all the measures. We saw them up there in third, I think. That will definitely push them towards first place on score. Again, not the most accurate measure, but it's the only one that really covers all of them. Of course, I'm not going to... There's been suggestions we come up with a new measuring system, actually, for how we do it. Some like power rankings based on maybe how you start, how easy it is. It's going to take... I don't say, obviously, it would take a lot of effort. But I didn't want to say it like that because that would sound like I'm not willing to put it in. I would be up for doing that, coming up with a system. If people want to maybe work on it, hop in the Discord, we can figure something out to how exactly to do it. Maybe track it, track the info addicts more, make notes of it, maybe do the scores over time. I don't really know, but yes, I don't know what would be a good system. Someone suggested seeding. I didn't really understand what they meant by that, and they haven't responded yet, but we could implement some sort of seeding somehow, I guess. Make that interesting. Based on previous performance, perhaps. I don't know. The problem is I've mixed up the rosters too much, probably. You'd have to use the same civ every time. I could understand that if, we run the same battle multiple times or something, to get, the average result. Because we do obviously just do a one-off battle. We don't do... This isn't particularly scientific. Don't run, multiple repeat tests. Which would be interesting. If I had the time, maybe that's what I could do on my second channel. Just run an alternate AI-only battle where we do the same thing, but it's just a different one, like two of the exact same starts at the same time. That would be very interesting to see the results differ. Let me know if you want to see something like that. I'd be down in the future, not this one. It's probably too late to do this one again. It's also too hard to see where the changes I made were. But yeah, in future, because obviously it'd be easier in theory just to create another save off the start, so I don't have to do all the setup twice, basically. Rome versus Switzerland has broken out, so that will be quite interesting. Morocco, okay, the Vandals in trouble now, definitely. Morocco's here as well. But yeah, that could be something for the second channel. I don't know. I mean, it would probably fit in on this one, to be honest. You guys love these more than anything else, so it would probably fit in just fine here. I am going to try and get something going on the second channel this week. Whether it be a Let's Play, it will be a completely different game. Just chill, hopefully. We'll see. Oh, should have turned the sound off on that. Not that you probably heard. See if I got some important notification. Probably not. Nope. Just a load of random stuff that don't need. Fair enough. But there we go. Yugoslavia falls to the Soviet Union. Oh no, Goths, don't do this to me. Please be the World's Congress. Please be the World's Congress. Please be the World's Congress. Please. The globe's still spinning. That is good news. It stops if the game freezes. I think this will be the World's Congress. We are deep enough into the game. So, I have... Yes, perfect. Okay, phew, my heart. Whew. That was a close one, but there we go. We have the World's Congress. I'm actually going to quickly just save here, because I haven't saved it yet. There's so many saves. Oh my goodness. The struggle of trying to find everything. I think, is it this one? No, it's the new one. Yeah, let me just save that. Now we're here. Right, make a proposal. Oh, forgot about this. Right, embargo city-states. Greece managed to found the World's Congress. Good for them. I'm going to give you a couple of extra minutes this episode, just because there was a few turns we'd already done, so I'll do 2 more turns. Because, I'm just the best like that, aren't I? And I want to hit 1,400 subscribers, so if everyone who hasn't already, who's watching right now, hasn't pressed that subscribe button, it'd mean the world to me if you could do that and get us to 1,400. It would be our first time. I think it's been like a year and a half since we hit 1,300, so it'd be pretty cool to hit a milestone. Actually, no, maybe not. I think I was stuck at like 1,290 for ages. Then we had a little surge over the summer or at some point. But yeah, it'd be really nice to hit another one. It does like mess with your head a bit, I think, because the channel just did really well for a period and then sort of stopped, and it was nothing to do with me. Well, obviously I made the videos, but it was nothing to do with like what I was doing at the time. It was something in the past that just went really well. So I guess that's kind of, can be frustrating, I guess. But here we are. We're growing nicely at the moment. Views are very much up. I assume I'm guessing I know why, sadly. It's not going to celebrate it. But yeah, I mean, I took like a week off when everything was going wrong last week. Came back, and first day back, boom, just smashed the record for like the last 90 days of what views and watch time was, and we've pretty much sustained it. So very thankful to everyone for watching still. Really means a lot to me. But yeah, Arabia completes the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Switzerland may grab Cordoba off Spain, and okay, Germany may have stuck at war with Austria for a bit too long, because now France is coming after them. Greece doesn't matter too much. Can't really get over here. Yeah, not looking so good anymore for Germany, right in the centre of Europe. Not that it was ever looking great, but you know, this is going to be tough, because Austria is not going to stop. The only thing actually holding Austria back is that they are also fighting Greece in the east. Oh, that Austrian-Russia border, that is a tantalising prospect for the rest of this game. This little border here. Spain pieces out with Switzerland, and they give away Seville instead of Cordoba. Don't know if that was a good idea or not, to be honest. I mean, it makes the borders look worse, but it was a bit smaller, so I guess, yeah, there's benefit. If Spain takes out Portugal, it's the right decision, right? Like, if they don't, then I guess it doesn't matter. If they lose to Portugal, it doesn't matter anyway, so I guess I can see from that perspective why they've done it. Spain v Belgium, don't think that will lead to too much. And again, Sweden v Belgium, probably not going to be too much. One more turn. Oh, nice. We did 3 turns, that probably wasn't needed. Arabia completes Angkor Wat, and they're about to surely grab this soon. There's just too many scouts in the way. What are you looking at? Why are you just staring at it? There's another one here. And Greece. It's like a little pilgrimage to Elephantine. They're all just coming, staring at it. Bless your scouts. Get free further vision if you stand there. New Ottoman city in the desert, so they're going to keep the pressure up on Arabia down this way, and Assyria. And there you go. The Ottomans grabbed this island. It always, I swear that it used to be this tile that was land. That just looks very weirdly. It also looks really thin for a land tile. There we go. Either way, it's there. Doesn't matter too much. There's not really anything going on between the Black Sea nations. There isn't that many boats. Byzantium have the most, and obviously they can come from entry freely. Wallachia doesn't have a coastal city. The Goths have a few. Tilla's got a couple. The Ottomans haven't got any. And they're a naval civ, so that's a bit of a surprise. They're all navally based. Their ability is about capturing boats. I would have thought they would have had more. Soviets may grab Rostov at the very least. I mean, that's going to be pretty good for them. Russia is not like out. They're probably still, I won't say in the lead anymore, because Arabia took Babylon, so I'd probably say Arabia's now in the lead. And Morocco, I mean, hasn't lost anything, so they're probably, just jumped up as well. But I'd say, Russia's probably still third. I don't think the Soviets are a crazy threat. But obviously, the longer they do well, the better for the Soviet Union. I'm sure they'll eventually figure out how to take out Prussia. Come on, you're getting a treat today. Look, I accidentally clicked next turn again. That's fine. Doesn't matter too much. I'm kind of taking a bit of a risk. I'm recording at the moment on like the minimum, so I'm doing 3 episodes of recording a day and uploading 3 a day. So I'm sort of 1 day ahead. So if get any symptoms, we might have to have a few days off, but of making videos. Obviously, I'll stay inside and everything. That sounded really bad, didn't it? I'll do what I have to do, but that's not the case yet. Anything. So yeah, I'm just sticking to 3 a day, because before I was doing 4 a day, so I was like every day I'd get 1 episode ahead, so that when if I ever had to have time off or whatever, then it's fine. But that's not the case at the moment. It's all good. Austria has peaced out with Attila. I probably will move back to making more soon. It's all good. Austria peaced out with Wallachia as well. And Syria, I should say, declared war on Armenia. This is going to be interesting. I think Armenia are usually safe from the mountains, although this city looks fairly exposed, but the sea kind of helps them. Not sure about this one. The lake is, again, very difficult. 37 and 39. Yeah, they're not falling. That is really high. We'll see. I mean, that's a good citadel placement from Assyria. But that is it for this episode. Turn 100 perfectly. Nice. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Nothing too big in the World's Congress. And I'll see you in the next one.